Welcome to the channel, guys. We are back again, and today we're going to be talking about Rosé All Daé by Gallagher Fragrances, so stay tuned for that. And if you like the content, guys, hit that like and subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Rosé All Daé was released in 2018, and if I'm not mistaken, this did also win an olfactive award for being amazing smelling. And I recently tried this one out in 2019. I did delay purposefully reviewing this one because I knew I was going to get a bottle and I wanted to be able to show off the presentation for this one. So the presentation for this one is similar to all the other Gallagher fragrances. You have notes on the front, nice logo, square bottle. The juice on this one is quite dark, and of course the atomizer is also quite nice. And you can pick it up by the cap. I reluctantly do so, but it certainly is a pretty tight fit, at least on the one I have. Based on the style, it seems it could be possible that some are a little bit looser than others. I don't really know. But I can say, from my experience, the cap is a nice tight fit. Now, into this fragrance, what do I get from this one? This, to me, is the apple pie fragrance. So it opens up with a very beautiful, rich, crisp apple pie. There is a little hint of plum in there, so I do get plum in the opening. And within the first few minutes or so, I do get a touch of the rose. Now, I don't get a lot of the rose on my skin. I don't even get it on paper, so it's there, but only very slightly. For me, I think that's good. A strong rose would probably ruin this composition because it is so gourmand, and I'm not a huge rose fan, so a strong rose would probably put me off. But this does have this really great crisp. You can smell the cinnamon, the honey, the sugar, and all the other elements of, apple pie, the apples and all that stuff. And it smells really good. Very luxurious, very sensual opening. Now, as this transitions into the mid, the plum definitely starts to disappear. I do get some plum throughout the rest of the fragrance, but it's quite faint. It's not very strong, but the patchouli becomes a lot stronger in the mid, a lot stronger, in fact. And so I do get a very, it almost comes to the center stage. So it almost overpowers the apple pie, and it is quite strong, and it is a little bit earthy of a patchouli. Into the dry down, that really starts to take a back seat again, and the apple pie becomes again the strong vibe. I get the apples, I get tons of honey, tons of sweetness, and overall this is a stunning gourmand. I understand completely why this one did win an award. This one also performs amazing. So I usually only go 2 sprays with this one because it's extremely strong. First 2-3 hours, it's a beast mode projector. It could definitely, at least off my skin, fill up a small room. The longevity on this one also very good, 10 plus hours easily. I mean, I'll be wearing this one and I'll think it's gone, and then I'll move or something and I catch some of the sillage and I'll smell it again. I'm like, oh, okay, it's still there. So this one is quite strong, good longevity. It has very nice sillage, so definitely one that I'm catching whiffs of while I'm wearing it. And if you're walking around, if you're moving around, it's going to leave a scent trail for sure. So this one, absolutely, on smell, worth the money. On projection performance, also worth the money. Now, you might be thinking, if you're familiar with other fragrances like Wajan, do I really need this one, or do I want to try this one? And I would say yes. I actually own a Wajan and I own this, and this is way, way different. To me, this is really, really apple pie. A Wajan is like honey and cinnamon. Some people get like an apple vibe from the osmanthus. I don't really get that, and even still, it just doesn't smell the same as this. This is a very rich, luxurious apple pie. To me, a Wajan is more like a honey cinnamon baked good. Both of them are really excellent. Both of them are beast mode performers, but they're definitely different enough that you can own both. But in either case, if you really want something that smells like apple pie, I would recommend trying this one out. This is also one of my favorite gourmand fragrances, so very rich, sensual, luxurious, and very, very well done. So if you like gourmands, I definitely recommend checking this one out. When I think you can wear this one, because it is so rich, because it is so sweet, definitely heavy winter fragrance for sure. But it's also something I could see wearing on a cooler fall day, maybe even a cool spring day. Wouldn't wear this one in the heat just because it is so thick, so rich, and so sweet. You're likely to choke someone out, and you might actually be the person that you choke out. So it is more seasonal. As with, I find a lot of gourmands, they're definitely more suited for the colder weather. This can definitely be worn up. I could wear this with a suit, no problem, because it does have that sensual, luxurious vibe. But I could also see wearing this one on a date, definitely if you're going to cuddle, close encounters, that kind of thing for sure, because it is also a sensual fragrance. It has that sort of sexy kind of a style to it. That I find actually a lot of gourmands, and my favorite of the gourmands, definitely have that vibe to them. I've worn this one casually. Obviously you can if you want to, but it's one you can easily dress up, dress down. Overall, this is a gourmand lover's dream, an apple pie lover's dream. It is one of those ones that smells very much like food, but manages to be very, very wearable because it is done in a very sensual manner. So this is a very luxurious fragrance. I do enjoy it quite a bit, and it is one of my favorite gourmands. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Leave a comment down below. What is your favorite gourmand fragrance? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.